Hello, Chris. How are you? Holding up?
I'm fine. Yeah, we're getting here at this last session. Okay, we're in the closing.
Yes, we're here. We're here at the closing.
Oh, Oriol, Josh,
Hello,
Hi.
everyone.
Cevdet,
Hi, guys.
Onsani, René.
We
Hello,
have
everyone.
a
Hey.
news
Hi.
for you. We have some news for you. We are going to run this 24 hours more.
Yes. One more.
No, nothing was recorded. We have to do it again,
It's a
please.
good joke, Real. I like it.
So let me make
we have the PDCA.
actually
PDCA.
for BC.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, do you want to go through some of the final information that we want to share with our audience?
Yeah, I think we can share some of these information we gave on the opening of this event. Everybody who is registered in the event actually will receive a email with the information about the videos, the recordings, so you will have that. We will also be sending out the possibility for a certificate. We know that some people ask for that, for a certificate of participation, so that will also be available in that email. So again, thank you a lot for participating. That's the basic information now, Priolo.
Okay, very good. Well, I think that we have some slides that we want to share with you guys, and I think Renee is going to be taking care of that.
Oh, Priolo, I actually
And
have
I think-
one information I didn't give out. We got to 9,450 registered people at this event, 124 countries. So it's our new
Wonderful.
number to beat.
Amazing. That's fantastic news. I want to thank everyone for joining us. And to put this together is a lot of work, but when you see how people respond to it, it really makes it all worth it. So I want to thank everyone for being with us. Truly, one more year. There's always this question about, do online events still work? We're not in a pandemic anymore, and I think that clearly they do. So thank you.
Okay. I believe now we will have some information there from René.
Didn't you want to say something about certificates of participation?
You
just did. Sorry. We have some reflections from the EC.
Yes.
Cevdet.
Yeah. Thank you, Rene. It was really great learnings. First thing is that we almost 10,000 people. That shows the attention of the world side, more than 120 countries. So it was a great learning from different country practices, especially in digitalization and lean management practices. Then I got a lot of additional lean thinkers. They have great thoughts about adaptability. So it was really great. Thank you for all. I hope that many people get the similar receivings. Yeah. Thank you.
Roberto.
Okay, on my side, a couple of things. The first is as a Cevdet, so the big number of people that is increasing year by year, but not only subscribing, but also participating with a good question during the sessions that add value to the single session. The second is most of the sessions I saw were very good, but a couple of those, my opinion, were outstanding. But to understand what they are, I suggest you all to see all the video that will be available in some days or weeks in YouTube.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, Oriol.
Well, always is amazing how it's possible to find so many stories, because every year we have different stories, bigger stories, different speakers, and this is amazing. You know that all the institutes are NGOs, and our aim is to share that with all around the world. So I hope that during the last 24 hours, you shared links of some of these amazing stories with your friends, with the mother-in-law. If you don't have a mother-in-law, find a mother-in-law and share with them. because this is the work that we have now. We have the work to share that with everybody, customers, family, friends. Probably there is a lot of things that you have missed, as Roberto and Chevdet say. So find these links, but share, because this is our goal, to make Lean better, to make our world better. And 9,500 people can do that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Can you also send them to your ex-mother-in-law? Okay.
Don't make it complex.
Don't overcomplicate. Josh, what are your takeaways?
Well, aside from annoying my mother-in-law the last 24 hours with all my texts, all my links, so many stories, you're right, so many participants, so many storytellers from all over the world. And I think this year, more so than in prior years, just the sort of the diversity of those storytellers, the diversity of the industries and the companies that we've been hearing from, different functions within those companies. I think it's just a remarkable thing to see how this community is evolving and spreading across the world. And I mean, what a showcase these last 24 hours to hear from all these people, to get a sense and sort of a reminder, I think, that we're not alone. There's many, many people out there trying to make things better each and every day. Thrilled to be a part of it, thrilled to be with you guys, and just this 10,000 person strong community that we've been celebrating with these last 24 hours. So anyway, a real honor and a pleasure to be a part of this.
It has indeed been a brilliant event. So, of course, it also is a lot of work. So we welcome, we thank all the speakers and everyone that was so actively engaged. I really liked the diversity of the stories. So from very micro organizations applying Lean to government doing Lean, to see what the impact is of AI and how we can work with it. It's been a brilliant example of an event. So thank you all. I do have some other people to thank, and those are the sponsors that made it possible to organize this event. So Kanban Box as our main sponsor, but also the companies Amplon, Dreamplace, who made it possible for us to give out this prize, Turner Construction, Technic FMC, loyal customers of us worldwide, Kenda, who is active in AI on Lean. So big thank you to those sponsors. Hope to see you next year again. Next slide. Here are.
Yeah, so look at that. I mean, look at that diversity of speakers that we've heard from the last 24 hours. I mean, just amazing how many people we've tapped into, learned from their experience, learned from their stories. So thank you to all of the speakers. I know it takes a lot of effort to prepare for this event, to be available, to participate in this event, not only as a speaker, but then joining other sessions as well. So thank you to all the speakers. Thank you to the hosts who have supported them. I know many of the hosts had to support many, many sessions. So thank you to everybody for all that effort. Oriol, would you have anything to say to the speakers?
Yeah, well, we say that we are NGOs and we do that for free, because I think that our mission is to share, but also all these companies, all these speakers, all these people that is behind, because behind these stories, there is many, many, many people, and these people dedicated many hours to prepare these presentations, to prepare these sessions. So I think that the effort that you can see in just 24 hours, you cannot imagine. And I think that this effort that put all these companies, that put all these people, that they have their own mission, is really incredible. So really, thank you very much for your effort. But we are not going to stop here, because next year we want more stories. So all of you that you are very good Lean thinkers, we are now hiring for free, of course, new participants for next year. So if you have an amazing story, if you want to share your story, please contact your local institute, and we will see you next year.
Well, you got to get busy. You got to make a good story.
Yeah, create one.
You have a year to make a good story. And then we'd love to hear that next year.
And if there's no local institute, feel free to reach out to any of us. We're happy to look into maybe you want to set up an institute. So we are happy that we just had 2 new institutes joined us from Indonesia and Belgium. So we're very happy to expand our network. Maybe some more people to thank.
Yes, it's my time. So next year probably we have to do 48 hours instead of 24 if many people will join us. Any case, thanks to all the trainers that spend their time last couple of weeks in train us, and I mean the hosts and also the speakers in using the platform properly. And so thanks to all of them. Chadwick?
Yeah, actually, it is really good that knowledge grow up by sharing. So we are seeing a good example of it. Maybe next year we can make 48 hours. Yeah, maybe, but maybe it's clear that will be more 15,000 people maybe will join. So I also would like to thank the backstage team. So it was really great, and we didn't have any issues as far as I know, that all things are be solved very quickly. And also great thanks to Christopher from Brazil team and Christopher and Roberto Priolo as well. They have 24 hours, even we sleep sometime. They continued the action. So thanks for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And of course, if you can't get enough, Roberto, what else to do after this event? Well, you can
That's
still
right.
look at Planet
So
Lean,
the
right?
LGC is, that's right. You know, the LGC is one of the resources that we share for free with the community. And there has been, this is a kind of a new thing for us. It's been 4 years, but Planet Lean has been around for a decade. Actually, this year marks the 10th anniversary of Planet Lean, which, you know, it's crazy for me to believe that it's already been that long, but, you know, we all know the time flies. So Planet Lean is a free resource with 1 or 2 new articles every week. They come from all over the world, all kinds of sectors. There are cases, there are interviews, there is research, everything that you might need and think of, you will find it there. We have hundreds of case studies. I really encourage you to check it out. You can subscribe and you get an email notification every time a new article is out, so you're sure that you're not going to miss it. You can join us also on LinkedIn. We have a group, which is called, again, Planet Lean. And yes, look, this is something. This is the reason why I started working for the Lean Global Network, was to create Planet Lean. And, you know, my job has kind of morphed quite a lot in the last few years. And it's a pleasure for me now to also help organize this event. But, you know, Planet Lean is kind of like, it's been kind of my baby, let's say, in LGN. And so it's, I feel I really love what it's done for the community. I'm very proud of what it's done for the community. And I thank everybody who has been reading it over the course of the years. And I plan on continuing to making it a resource for all of you. So thank you.
Okay, next slide. We have some events, Roberto.
Oh, yes, that's also mine, guys. Yes. So I just wanted to remind everyone that while this has been an online event, you know, the LGN Institutes also organize in-person events. And these are all fantastic. I've been to, I think, all of these summits over the years, except for the South African one, but I'm sure I will remedy that very soon. But so we have one in South Africa actually next week in Cape Town. And then we have the US Summit, the LEI Summit, coming up in March in Atlanta, Georgia. We have the UK Lean Summit in April in Liverpool. And then in August, we have the Lean Summit 2025, Brazil, in Sao Paulo. So I encourage you to join those summits if you are in those areas, and even if you're not, because they're worth traveling across the world for.
Yeah, and these are just a couple of, there's many more to follow. So stay connected to your local institute. And then it's time to announce our prize winners. And the winner of the Lean quiz is the guy called Madhu Ear. So Madhu, congratulations. You will be in contact with us, and you can visit this beautiful hotel in Gran Tacanda Resort in Tenerife. So congratulations. So Madhu will be happy he can visit this Lean hotel. And the next winners are the Lean Quiz book set winners: Peter Sveda, Maverick, Brian Ramsey, Arno, and Lee Flinders. So please send us your contact details if you haven't done so. So Maverick and Arno, we don't have any further details, so please send us your details so we can send you these books. Unfortunately, some of us did not get the prize to go to Tenerife, and those were LGN members. Unfortunately, guys. But we have more prizes. The selfie challenge, 3 people: Carlos E. Fernandez Retegui, Chantal Larocque, and Dinesh Mahajan. Please send us your details, and we will be sending you also the book sets. So without further ado, we have a special guest, and special guest is John Shook. First of all, I'd like to thank my colleagues at the EC. We've done a great job, I think, especially Chris taking the lead in this with Roberto and Marcelo. So good job, well done, guys. Appreciate all the effort you put into this, because this is all voluntary work, so it's a great job. John, are you on stage?
I'm here.
You're here.
You're here.
Looking forward.
Okay, please get that photo off the screen. Thank you.
You're off.
Roberto Piolo, I hate that photo. Could we stop using that photo, please?
We will make a photo.
It's a great photo. Why do you hate it?
I don't know. That doesn't matter. But thank you for inviting me to join the conclusion here. I honestly thought it was fantastic. I joined as much as I could, not as much as Roberto Piolo joined, and not as much as Christopher Thompson joined, but quite a bit. It's an amazing thing. You know, going back to our original vision, this was the 4th year, right? Is that correct? 4th year?
Yes.
Next year's 5
Yes.
years, kind of a milestone.
Yep.
And we're getting close to our original objectives, I think, right? We wanted to have something that I was listening to the Daryl Powell and the session about finding lean in the Northern Lights. And they suggested that the first characteristic of Kaizen, I think they said, is a Kaizen spirit is to be audacious. This was an audacious idea, audacious plan. The very first year, it was crazy. It was very tough. We pulled it off. Setting where I sit today, it looked so smooth. It looked great. It looked like there were no problems except for the problem I caused during my session, which goes back, Roberto Piolo, to the theme this year, is to be adaptive, right? So right in the middle of my session,
Yes, that's
the
right.
power went off here in my house. I'm in a cabin in Michigan in the U.S. The power went off. So that shut down my computer, my Wi-Fi. But luckily, my partner, Rachel Reuter, who so graciously agreed to join me because I invited her. Today, she's retiring from Toyota after 37 years.
Right.
So she's incredibly busy, has much going on. Obviously, there's, 37 years and retiring today. The very night before she's retiring, she agreed to do this. And here in the middle, I drop out. And so she has to pick up and handle everything. But I got back on using my iPhone. Amazing technology. That's great. But it illustrates how adaptiveness, right, is something that's required. And it is something, Roberto Piolo, I heard as you were speaking in the opening yesterday, it's part of lean thinking. It's what we do. We adapt, we respond to whatever the world may throw at us. But this idea around the world in 24 hours, like a giant community town hall, I think it's delivering exactly what we wanted. But to Renee's point at the end, you guys are being humble about it, but people should know this is free for everyone. It's not free to conduct. There's cost, there's tremendous effort. We're very happy to do it, but the reward is getting more and more engagement. And so 9,000, well, almost 10,000 feels great. Christopher Thompson, what did you say was our goal 4 years ago?
That someday we will get to 10,000. Almost there.
No. You said 20,000.
The original goal.
Well,
the
okay.
20,000. Okay.
My memory is your stretch goal was 20,000. Everybody said, no.
Yep.
We're halfway there. I think
Yep.
we can definitely. So once it starts to grow, right, it starts to grow. And the same way, the community is growing. The community is evolving. I think it evolves only as we get more and more engagement. I thought the presentations, the content as I observed them from where I sit, seem to be just great, excellent, best ever. Mostly cases, right? Case studies, I think, but also a mix of other things related, concepts. They're important for us to grasp as we try to take things to the next level. And bringing in more people. I saw a lot of new faces, different faces making presentations. I thought that was great. And I hope we can have more of that kind of thing next year. And I hope everyone noticed, because no one except for the two, Roberto and Christopher, sits through everything. But there's no lectures. This isn't something where we come in and, okay, we're the experts, we try to lecture per se. We share our experiences through the cases we've had or things we're thinking about, exploring concepts. There's no lectures. But we want to have more engagement. But 117 countries. I was looking at my old-fashioned Atlas of the World. We cover a lot of the world at this point. LGN itself does, with the number of institutes and members, different countries. But 117 with 166 presenters, 10,000 people joining. It's a great thing. So those numbers are good, right? Almost like KPIs or something. But the content is also, I think, it's been exactly what we would want, because no one solves any problem alone, right? No one does any great Kaizen alone. We do it with others. So the more we can gather together a community that's larger, even more cohesive, that's sharing thinking and sharing learning, the stronger we're going to be as individuals, as a network, as a global connection. Because our dream has always been, it continues to be, to change the world, right? And we really can't change the world without the engagement of more parts of the world. So I think this event every year is an invitation for more people to get involved. We make no pretense that Lean has solved all the world problems. The world, in many ways, seems to get messier and messier. Certainly changing. There are always new problems to solve. We've debated sometimes. What would a purely Lean world look like if we just had Lean wall to wall everywhere? And one way of thinking about that is kind of simplistic, that, well, everything would be great. We would have solved all the problems, but that's not the way it works, right? There are always going to be new problems. So no matter how lean we get, there are going to be additional problems to tackle. So Lean isn't just the resolution of each of those. It's how we approach them, how we think about them, how we tackle them, how we try to change things and make things better, I think. And to me, what I saw these last 24 hours was just, a nice exhibition of how that can be true in the world that we live in together. So again, Roberto, Christopher, everyone on the UC, thanks for letting me join these last few minutes. With that, I'd like to invite everyone to have a group conversation again. So thanks for letting me be here. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, John. It's great. It's great to have you as usual, and sharing your reflections. They're always invaluable. And yeah, I agree with you. I think the point here is nobody can do it alone. And, there is a lot of that we do to try and engage with people. And it's difficult, because everyone is very busy in their daily lives. And, it's easy, you have your problems at work, you have your problems in your family. But I think that we should not forget that, we're also all part of something bigger, that is this community. And I had said this in the opening yesterday, and I really believe that it's something that, for me, it's very important. And it's that with the world being so messy, for me, it's really a reason. It's a reason for pride to be part of a community that tries to make things better, whether it's in a company or in a community or in wide society. I think it's really something that maybe in our community we take for granted because, well, you know, after all, we work on improvement, it's continuous improvement. Yes, but like not everybody has that same focus around the world, because otherwise things will be quite different. And those are my thoughts.
So Christopher, what's our goal next year for a number of attendees?
Well, I think part of what we said here about bringing more stories, more people engaged. One of the comments that I really enjoyed about, we have new institute members. For example, Indonesia, they came and they already showed a lot of strength. So they brought a big public that came throughout the night here also for us, the night, but actually the day for them. So it was nice to share and have other stories and other perspectives. So we hope to have more countries joining. This year we had, I think, 32 different countries presenting. But like we're saying, we had actually 124 countries participating and coming and watching. So imagine having 124 countries presenting. Why not? So, well, that's part of the challenge. All these people are watching. And yes, there were people presenting here on stage that actually they were watching the last 3 events. And now today they were here, like Mirwan from Indonesia, he presented and he watched the last 3 LGCs, and now he's a presenter,
Awesome.
a speaker.
Awesome.
That's right. And with the one final thing that we haven't thanked, that were not in the slides, but I really want to thank them, is that everyone in the Lean Global Network who helped me and really didn't get angry at me for all the requests of like helping me spread the word about this event. I really appreciate your help in spreading the word, and with our marketing efforts. We had a mascot this year. By now, I mean, it's everywhere. It's coming out of our pockets. It's literally everywhere. SMED is everywhere. So I want to thank you, because SMED has been one side of our marketing this year, but really the effort that every institute in LGN has put in to help us spread the word, I think it's really paid off. So I really want to thank you. And I think that with that, we can actually ask the people in LGN to say a little bit of a goodbye.
Hi, my name is Meja from the Lean Enterprise Institute.
Hi, Daryl Powell from Norway.
My name is Chris Roser from allaboutlean.com.
Ben Yalın Enstitü Türkiye'den Ülkü Kulaç.
I'm Mirwan from Lean Institute Indonesia.
Sziasztok, Mónák Szabolcs vagyok, a Lean Enterprise Institute Hungary-től.
Bonjour, je suis Christophe Riboulet, le président de l'Institut Lean France.
Hi, I'm Juha from Lean Association Finland.
Hi, it's Serhiy from Lean Institute Ukraine.
Hello everyone, my name is Anelia and I'm part of Lean Institute Bulgaria.
Hello, this is Pierre Mazet from the Lean Institute Belgium.
Olá, sou o Sérgio Calheirinha da Lean Academy Portugal.
I am Veronika Gregorkova, President of Institute Slovakia.
I'm Javier Sala from Lean Institute Argentina.
This is Josh from the Lean Enterprise Institute.
This is Yu Xiao Hong from Lean Enterprise China.
I'm Angelica, co-founder of Lean Institute Colombia.
I'm Flavio Battaglia from Lean Institute Brazil.
Ciao, sono Roberto dall'Italia.
I'm Michael Ballet from Paris.
Hi, Alistair Lee from Lean Institute Australia.
Hola, soy Oriol Cuatrecasas del Instituto Lean Management en Barcelona.
I'm Pete Watkins from the Lean Enterprise Academy in the UK.
My name is Tomasz Koch from Lean Enterprise Institute Polska.
Hi, I am Veronica Rojas from Lean Institute Chile.
Thanks for joining us for the Lean Global Connection.
Thank you all.
Вітаємо з України на Lean Global Connection.
Thank you for joining us at Lean Global Connection.
E agradeço-vos muito por terem estado conosco.
Thank you very much.
We are very grateful for your participation.
Thank you. Je voulais remercier tous les participants.
Köszönjük, hogy csatlakoztatok hozzánk.
Ti ringrazio.
Terima kasih.
Muchísimas gracias.
Bu şahane etkinlikte bizlerle birlikte olduğunuz için teşekkür ederiz.
It brings us together and binds us together as a community.
Thank you for attending the Lean Global Connection.
Thanks for joining us at the Lean Global Connection.
And as a community, we will continue to bring Lean to the world.
Dankeschön.
We'll see you next year.